Hello there. I know the camera angle is not showing my face. This is a honing video. Um, I've got one up with lapping film, but I thought some of you might like to see my progression on stone. Uh, it's basically the same thing. Honing is honing, whether you're using stones, lapping film, or sandpaper, or anything else. But I have the stones now, and I'd like to do a a honing video with hones, actual hones, for the most part. And this will be the bevel set portion. I may edit these videos because the razor that I'm using is one that I restored. Let me show you it. It's a Klaus. Beautiful blade. Handles are vulcanite, which is the same thing the old 1970s black rotary dial phones the phone company used to give out were made out of. Now this, you're going to need, the way I hone, of course you need the razor, you need some tape because I use tape. This is 3M700. It really doesn't matter what kind of tape you use, just use the same kind all the time. Okay, and then you're going to need a loop to see what's happening with your edge. And I've got my sink full of water. And I don't normally spray. I'll just reach over here and dip my stone into the sink when I think that it needs water. And that's how I do that. So just depends what you like. Right now I'm going to tape the spine of this blade. And the way I do it is just kind of eyeball the length of it. Okay, that looks good. Cut it off. Set that up out of the way of the water so it's not going to get wet. And then just try to get that really nicely centered on the blade, on the spine. When I watch your tape, especially in the bevel setting portion, when it begins to wear, you need to replace it before it breaks through the spine. So what I'm going to do, finger there, with some pressure. All right, check my tape, come back, some pressure here. I'm just trying to burn away some metal because I know it's going to take me another half hour or more if I don't. Watch my tape. And I've just got it at an angle of 45. Alright. Now I can see, even without the loop, that the bevel is it's becoming pretty even. If you see, you can see that bevel forming. So I know even if I don't want to use this loop, I can still tell that this edge is coming up on here pretty even. I'm gonna go ahead. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but I can see the swarf coming up off the blade. And you notice, if you notice, I'm holding it like this. I'm not grabbing it and torquing it. I'm just really holding it between these two fingers and laying this thumb down or finger down on it here and here. And that's just so that I can maintain even pressure on it and not cause any There's also another thing. Hang on, let me finish these strokes and I'll show you. Alright. This blade if you look, the stabilizer here goes all the way to the edge of this blade, all the way to the edge. So normally I would start, hold on a minute. Normally I would start honing the razor right here in front of that stabilizer or whatever it is you want to call it. But I like to use the heel of the blade on my face in certain areas, and because it's all the way even with this blade, and it seems to be, I mean, I can lay that stabilizer on the stone and the blade won't rock or anything. It seems to be basically the same thickness as the rest of the edge. I'm honing all the way to the edge here so that I can use that heel portion of the blade when I shave it. Are you supposed to do that? I don't know. Do I care? No. That's how I'm going to use the razor. So that's how I'm honing it. Period. For me and mine. Now you look. The tape is going bad, so I need to stop and replace that tape. It's wearing through, and I don't want that wearing into my spine, the spine of that razor, because that's why I tape the thing. Because I don't want to destroy the spine of the razor, because I'm not a pro, and I guarantee you I could tear that spine up really fast if I did not watch what I was doing. So more tape. See how it rolled up there? I don't know if you can see that or not. Can't have that. Now that part probably won't ever be on, should never be on actually. The hone, but I still want it straight. I'm going to be a little picky. Be picky now, and you'll be happy later, my opinion. But you see how much more work this is. There's no bevel on this razor now at all. So it's my job to put one on it. And that's what I'm doing. It's starting to feel like it might be getting a bit of an edge on it. So let's try. What? What's that looking like? That bevel is grabbing pretty good. It's shaving arm hair pretty good. All the way to the tip. Yeah, I know a lot of guys, they spit on their thumbnail. If it works for you, do it. I got a thing full of water right here. A sink full of water. I don't need spit. So I believe that bevel is set. It's biting into the thumbnail really good all along its length. I did 20 more of those. Another way to tell is to is it biting into my thumb pad? That alone will tell you an awful lot. But I'm just barely, I know you might be able to hear, but I know you can't see it, but I'm just barely touching all along the length of that razor's edge. And it's shaving really comfortably and easily. So that bevel's set, but here's the thing. I would rather do 20 or 2 sets of 20 or whatever more on this stone now and make double sure that this is set than I would go on through the progressions and not be set. So I'm going to do 20 more. Keep your elbow up. Alright. That bevel is set. And I'm going to bet 12 more with no pressure whatsoever. That's just so I know. Alright, without a shadow of a doubt, I know that that bevel is set like mad. And it's going to be okay to go all the way down the line with the rest of the progressions, and everything will work out good. So I'll see you here again for the 4K side. Bless you. Later.